dungeon. They have a performance and education space. They've got a private room. They've got lots of fun play furniture. They've got a DJ and dance floor. It's endless, the fun things that are at this facility. And you can find all about Oasis at oasisaqualounge.com. Another sponsor that we've kind of alluded to here with our lovely strap-on.
Yeah.
Harnesses here is Unicorn Collaborators. I also, here we go. Here, this bracelet, which is made of a lovely gold metallic leather, ain't just a bracelet.
Oh no.
If you put it on this way, I'm getting to be a pro demonstrating this because this is like me at parties. Like this is just what I do. Okay. So we fold out the one loop, and then you put your hand in there and snap that up, and you've got a pair of impromptu handcuffs. So just let me struggle.
You know, get back out.
Get back out. And Unicorn Collaborators, the great thing about their brand is that they're a body positive brand. So they make products for a range of sizes, and they're either super adjustable or they just come in like so many different sizes. So there will be something for you on their website. And they also want you to know that they are really into doing custom pieces as well. And these are, the artists, by the way, are two queer unicorns that have been doing this here in Toronto for about 5 years. They're really freaking fantastic.
They're amazing.
People. Love them so much. And if you're interested about any of their products, you can DM them on their social media, or you can email them directly at unicorncollaborators@gmail.com. And lastly is comeasyouare.com. Come As You Are, fantastic sex shop, Toronto-based as well, but located at comeasyouare.com. It is trans-owned and trans-operated. They're feminist. They're anti-capitalist. They want to give you the best products possible at the lowest price that they can get away with. And they're also going to give you a coupon code if you're listening today. The coupon code is BEDPOST. That's BEDPOST when you check out at comeasyouare.com. And that will give you a 15% discount. And if you are also in Canada purchasing and your order is over $50, then they're going to give you free shipping. So no brainer. Go to comeasyouare.com. And actually, Unicorn Collaborators is one of their vendors at comeasyouare.com. So you could possibly get this kickfucker.
Kickfucker.
Not its real name. At 15% off at comeasyouare.com.
I think it's a boot harness. Yeah.
I think what they want you to say, Erin. Yeah.
Like kickfucker.
So thank you to all our sponsors for today's episode. So Luna, I'm just checking out our little show notes here.
Yeah.
I want to talk about anal joy.
Oh, yeah.
And butt toys.
Yeah.
Because I'm into it.
Me
Girl,
too.
get into it.
Yeah. Back up into it.
Back onto it. Okay. What is some of the most important information that people need to have about butt joy?
Yeah. So butt joy, like butt sex is so taboo.
Yes.
But everybody is interested.
Everybody wants to do it.
They're curious about it.
Everybody's curious.
You know, they're kind of like, so the anus is the great gender equalizer.
Yeah.
Everyone has an anus.
Yeah.
Everyone has a butthole. And all of those little like crinkles right around your asshole are just folds of flesh that actually fill with blood when you get aroused, because there's a ton of nerve endings right in your asshole, right? Just in those little crinkles.
Yeah.
So sometimes
just like other types of other genitals that flood with blood and get
Exactly.
more sensitive, the exact same thing is happening
to the butthole.
butt. Yeah, great.
Totally. And I think the biggest misconception about butt sex is that if you have butt sex, it means penetration. Yeah. When you can have outer butt sex, you can eat ass, you can do crack massage, you can do all kinds of things to stimulate. You can put a vibrator against the butthole while you're doing something to someone's genitals. And that is butt sex. And so it doesn't have to be about penetration.
That is so valuable to tell people, because when people think about anal sex, they think about a penis going in a butt, which is awfully intimidating.
Totally.
Even for me, that does a lot of butt stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still like, okay, sometimes maybe if I'm in the right, you know what I mean? Like that's not it.
Yes.
There's so much more to be done.
Yes.
To
That's
a butt.
so true. And you make a really good point, Erin, because it's like, there's so much misconception around like having to take it, and that is like the final finale.
Yeah, as you said, taking one for the team.
Yeah,
like, why? No, don't do that.
Don't ever do that, because
Yeah.
you can receive a lot of joy if your partner is open to pleasuring your outer anus and not really worrying about the inside.
Yeah.
And sometimes our bodies and our minds are in the mood, but our buttholes are not.
Yes.
And so that can be a disconnect, and you can be really, you're like, but I want to do this, but it's just not today. And so that's okay. So butt sex, first try, you can just keep doing it. Like, you don't have to be like, okay, this is not for me, or it hurt, or if it hurt, like anal, I always say anal doesn't have to be painful. Like it's not associated with that. It doesn't have to feel like painful. And lots of people, even just having like a pinky finger is enough. And that will feel like, okay, my butt's starting to get used to the sphincters in my asshole going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when that pressure starts to be inside of us, even just a baby finger, we're like, shit, I'm going to take a dump on my partner.
Yeah. I think that as much as the fear of it hurting.
Yeah.
I think that is maybe the secondary fear.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
So does that happen? Should we be worried about that happening? What can we do to prevent that happening?
Yeah. So, I mean, it is an anus.
Yeah.
Like, shit does come out of it.
That's what it does. Yeah.
There might be shit in there.
That's how we do.
So I think, like, first kind of prepping for if that happens. So one of the things I really like to do is keep like a dark towel by the side of my bed.
Love
it. You can just, or a butt basket. I have a butt basket, and I'll just throw things in it. As it's dirty, I'm like, okay, this one's dirty from their butt, so put it in there. And I mean, another thing you can do is if you're receiving or your partner's receiving, talking about like hygiene beforehand. Mm-hmm. So if you had, tacos and it's not a good butt day, butt sex is not on the menu for the evening. Yeah. Like if you have tummy troubles, if you struggle with IBS, if you've got other kinds of issues,
if you just really love tacos,
like it's probably not the best day for anal. So also managing and communicating what's happening with your body, because if you are sick, then if someone is eating your ass, that is a potential contraction of whatever intestinal problem that you have. So if you have struggle with something, food poisoning from E. coli, that can be passed through the anus to your partner's mouth.
So anything weird going on with your digestion that day, communicate it. Probably not the best day.
Not the best day for butt stuff.
Anything at all.
There's also you can use a soapy finger in the shower just to kind of like your baby finger. So put it up there and just like clean out just the immediate canal. That's pretty much as far as like a tongue would go inside you or someone else's baby finger.
Right.
Dildos are going to reach like a little bit higher up, and they may already touch a bowel movement that is ready to come down. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you are really concerned about being clean, if that's going to like really bring up your confidence and relaxation for butt sex, use an anal syringe. And so an anal syringe is just filled with water, no douching materials or like no saline solutions. You don't need any of that. It's just warm water. And you can find them at sex shops or like in the butt aisle at like Shoppers Drug Mart. They're little blue like syringes. Like they're great.
And also other names for that would be like an enema or an anal douche.
Yes.
As somebody might call it.
Totally.
Right.
Totally.
So, and those come in. Let's talk about like maybe the different types.
Sure.
That those come in. Yeah. Because I feel like that might be a little intimidating for people too to go and buy that thing. And like, how do I use it? And when do I use it? And how do I get the best like effectiveness out of those types of products?
Totally. I think for people who are beginner butt sex people, your butt's a butt virgin or butt kindergartner, you're like, you're starting like very gently. And so you don't need a complicated like shower system. You don't need these giant long sort of spouts on the enemas.
Yeah. Go for something small and simple.
Small and cute. And you're spending under $10 if you're buying it, usually, like at a drugstore. And so you sit over the toilet and you fill it up with water and you just like rinse yourself. You're rinsing yourself internally through your anus a few times until the water runs clear. Yeah. All that's doing is catching any like poo particles that could be already in the canal. It's not like a colonic.
Yeah, you're not colonic.
Yeah.
Colonicking. Yeah.
If you feel any cramping, that means you went too far. You're
Yeah.
just like, and it's not bad, but it's just like, you don't need to go that deep for anal.
Right.
So I
And
think,
so do it a couple times though.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, a couple of times.
When should we do this? If we're planning on having some anal play tonight, when should we be
yeah,
doing this?
I would say after you think it's your last bowel movement for the day before your date.
Okay.
And so I do it like just before. Like if you're going to shower and get ready for your date, do that first and then shower.
Yeah.
And you should be good to go. If you're going out to dinner first and like you think there's going to be other stuff going on, that's okay. You can still clean yourself out.
Yeah.
And it's always okay to say, hey, like, you know, as things start getting hot and heavy, you could be like, I'm just going to go freshen up.
Yeah.
That's okay. And
Yeah.
if your partner isn't fresh, and let's say you get down there and you're about to eat your partner, or you're about to touch them and you notice something, just be like, babe, I want to spend hours down here. Like, do you want to take a shower together, or do you need time to freshen up? Like, that's usually a good enough cue for people.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to go. And if
Should
someone's
we-
not
yeah.
getting it.
Yeah. Should we shower first? Use I phrases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shower first.
Should we take a sexy shower?
Yeah, and I
is
think
that a thing we should do? Or
you could totally say that, but I mean, lots of people, especially if you're hooking up, that's not realistic. Like, you're not going to take a shower together.
Right,
You're
right,
like,
right,
you're like, I just want to eat your ass. So I'm just like, hey, like, go freshen up. I want to eat your ass. Like, and just kind of leave it like
even
that. It's like,
yeah, even that's hot to say,
right? Yeah,
yeah. Include that you want to eat their ass.
Yes.
and they'll listen to whatever else you have to say.
yeah,
That's-
yeah.
and-
That's
I
all.
mean,
They're like, okay, what else? Do
they're
you need a
like,
cupcake?
Yeah, what do you
like,
need?
Water, water and cupcakes and a clean ass.
What can I
Like,
do
yeah.
to like facilitate this? Yeah, I love it. And to say all this talk about like the douching and the enemas, that's, as we said, that's not always necessary
No.
at all.
No.
You definitely don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like I've engaged in a lot of butt stuff, and only very recently started to actually I actually got a little bulb,
Yeah.
a little bulb
Yeah.
enema, and have started using that. But I've engaged in butt stuff for like years and years and years
Yeah.
without doing anything at
Yes.
all, other than taking a shower beforehand.
Exactly.
So
You don't
not
need
necessary.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it I guess could be more necessary that if you're having like larger toys,
Yeah.
the larger you go,
Yep.
and like if you are looking to have a penis in there, then perhaps it might become more necessary. If you want no muss, no fuss.
No muss, no fuss. Yes.
Then perhaps, but like if you're just kind of starting out with butt stuff, not a necessity in my opinion.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
You don't. It's more for like, I used to do it when I was first starting, because I wanted to have like peace of mind.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, my butt's clean. Nothing's going to happen. I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can feel that maybe the lube coming out of you, you automatically think it's feces.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're kind of worried about that. I think people also using barriers for butt stuff is just really practical. So even if you're fluid bonded, you're already sharing fluids with your partner,
Yeah.
but putting on a glove or putting on a condom when something's going in the ass just helps with cleanup. Then you flip it off and you can use your hand or your dildo or your dick for whatever else you want to do.
Yeah.